it's me, Kat, and today we're going to do something a little different. Okay, so you see that my handwriting is not the best, but here's an exercise for you. So you're going to draw a line down your piece of paper, and this can be used for money. This can be used for so many different things, but I find a lot of people, including myself, have struggled financially. So, because things are tough right now. And let's just be honest, okay? A lot of the issues that we have to do with those old phrases that are running through your mind. So we're going to learn how to reframe them. So what is one of the most common things that we hear over and over and over again? Money is the root of all evil. Okay, why is money the root of all evil? Because we say, well, greed makes people do evil things, right? All right, what's another old phrase? These are mine. You need to take a look at what yours are. Okay, so money is a struggle. It's hard to earn money. Get paid very little for very long hours, right? These are my old phrases that I have running through my head. So let's take a look at how we're going to reframe these. Okay, so reframe. Money is good. Why is money good? Money gets donated to animal shelters. Money funds cancer research. Money buys your food. It pays your rent, right? Allows you to have a roof over your head. Some pretty basic things to be grateful for money, okay? So remember this one, money is a struggle. It's hard to earn money. You get paid very little for long hours. Okay, so we're going to look at this. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. And people are like, how is that possible? Okay, I find money in my pockets. I find money in my car. I find money when I move furniture, when I'm cleaning. Okay, so maybe cleaning is a hard thing to do, but you know, when you randomly find like 75 cents underneath your car seat, it's like 75 cents you didn't have before, so now you have it. Okay, so we're going to do another exercise. It's worked well for me. And I know, my handwriting. You're like, oh, girl, where'd you learn how to write? We're not going to talk about that right now. Okay, so you can decorate this. Obviously, I didn't decorate this at all. This is a very basic thing because this gets kind of messy, but you are going to write down the date, you are going to write down the amount, and you are going to write down the where, who, or why, right? So I am a pet sitter, so I also will write in here when I get paid by my clients. Okay, so we're just going based on every day what I find. 75 cents. I found it in my car, right? In an old mint tin, right? Carry around these old mint tins because I, go to Aldi's and I need a quarter. So I found, right? Okay. So $5.25. You know where I found that? At the bottom of my purse because all my change spilled out of my wallet. Okay. So I found $1. $1. It was in a hoodie coat pocket, right? I was like, hey, great. Okay. Then I found a penny. I found it on the floor of a bedroom near a table. Seriously, right? The one with the lamp on it, right? I found 25 cents under a sofa. Okay. Penny behind the maroon chair. Okay. $175. Yeah, okay. I did get that on PayPal. That was for pet sitting. Okay. Penny, it's in my entryway. 25 cents on her car seat. This is such the driver's side. Okay. 75 cents on her car seat on the passenger side. So obviously all of my quarters were being returned to me for all of the times that I've let people have quarters. All of a sudden they're appearing in my car. Right. It's awesome. Okay, 25 cents under sofa. Oh, and this time I actually put down looking for a worth weight. Okay. 10 cents, a dime I found it on the bathroom floor randomly. $1. Crumpled up in a hoodie pocket, right? Just go, you don't, I mean, you can get nice and decorative. I've made this on my computer, so sometimes I will print it out, but my printer is giving me some issues. So, and I wanted to give you an idea, because a lot of people are like, well, how are you getting by, right? You never realize how much money, is actually just like easily coming to you without you even realizing it. And it's funny because the other day I was chatting with friends because the Powerball was so high, and we were laughing about what we would do with all that money if we actually won it, right? And I'm like, I'm going to pay off my student loans finally. And my friends are looking at me like, oh my God, Kat. Seriously, are you going to do something fun with your money? I'm like, I need to pay off my credit card bills. And, and it's so easy to start focusing in on all of the bills you have and all of this. And that is why, doing exercises like this can be really, really helpful. Please excuse my fingernails. I do work outside with animals and cleaning, and I do the best I can to. I'm not big on manicures and pedicures, so I'm sorry. That's why it's so important to take a look at what your old running phrases are. And even things, you realize that you pick up from your parents from a long time ago, right? Those things that are running through your mind. I mean, obviously I've got more than two, but it takes work to be able to say, okay, this is a phrase that's been running through my head, and this is how, we're going to reframe it, right? Kind of what you do in cognitive behavioral therapy. So let's just take another old phrase. Sorry, see if I can get this to. Okay, so we've got money is the root of all evil. Money is a struggle. What is another common one that I have that a lot of other people have, old phrase-wise, running through your head? Okay, so for me, another one, I have so many, but we don't need to delve into my psyche that much. What's an old phrase? Money comes in, then it goes right back out. Why? Well, you get paid, and then have to pay bills. Rent, buy groceries, etc. And this is so true for so many of us, right? So true. So how can we reframe this? Okay. Money comes in and stays. And you're thinking, yeah, right. Well, here, I'm going to give you a tip, because I have heard this from a friend of mine and I'm just going to say it. She's, recently retired, but as someone who has worked as an accountant, she's like, one of the most important things I can advise is to always pay yourself first. Like, yeah, that's smart. But it's just like, no buts. Always pay yourself first. And my butt was, yeah. But money goes back out into all the bills that I have to pay. So how do I pay myself first? Well, and her thing is, sock some money away because you never know when you might need it, right? Which is so true. So true. I'm glad I have smart friends, right? So money comes in and stays. Stays where? Well, you could put it in a money jar. It stays in my money jars. Money stays in my money jars. Money stays in my savings account. Where else does money stay? Obviously underneath my sofa. I guess that's where I'm finding it, right? Money stays where? Money stays in my wallet. So look at all the places in your life that money stays. Do you have money jars like I do? Where I just like, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so, I mean, just look around your house. You never know where you're going to find things. Okay, so we're just going to look in here for a minute. So, I'm sorry about the mess. Here's a money jar. This is what I'm talking about. Where I just like, will have random jars of money. Here's another random jar of money. Right? Okay? I don't think I have any other random jars of money around here, do I? No. But you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Okay, so here's another prime example. This is a great example. Here's another penny. And I keep finding pennies over here. Is that saying pennies from heaven? Looks like an old penny too, yeah? And now I'm coming into my room. Now, I really honestly, I don't, here's another penny. I don't remember that being there earlier. That looks like an old penny too. Sorry, dusty in here. Wow. Okay. So yeah, look around. Just look around. You never know what you might find.